Alright, so this is a brief video on how you can start knitting. There are plenty of other videos online that you can search for, but here's just a brief introduction from me, Mr. Barber. So you will have a spool of yarn with an end to it. You'll find the end. You'll hold down the yarn, leaving about 3 or 4 inches dangling off after your ring finger and pinky, and you will put the yarn at an angle across these two fingers, your index finger and your middle finger. It'll come across straight in the back and then form a cross on the front, so it looks like 2 straight lines on the back and a cross on the front or your palm side. Keeping that yarn kind of tight, so I'm holding it with these fingers. You will come through and pull that bottom string and create your first loop or stitch. You'll put your needle through it, or one of your needles through it, and with this string, the string that's attached to the spool of yarn, you'll put it in front of your pinky, behind your index, in front of your middle, and behind your pointer finger. And this is kind of what controls your tension. So keeping that form of that yarn kind of wrapped around my fingers on my right hand, I will stick my second needle through that loop that I made, and then I will wrap the yarn around the back needle. Then with this loop on this needle, I will take it and put it over the stitch that I had just wrapped around this needle. Then I will kind of spread it and put that stitch onto the left needle. So let me show you again. It's the same process. I stick this needle into the stitch, wrap the yarn around the back needle, hop over that wrap that I just made with this stitch, oops, messed it up. Let me try one more time. So I'm going to do that again. Stick it through the stitch, wrap around the back needle, hop over the stitch on the back needle, spread out, and then put that stitch onto your right needle. Let's do it again. Wrap around your back needle, hop over that stitch, pick it up, try again, over, and let's count how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. Let's go to 10. Wrap around the back needle, hop over the stitch I just made on the back needle. With that stitch on the back needle, I'll go through it with my left needle and take it off the right needle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is how you cast on knitting. It's arguably a lot more tricky than just regular knitting, but you only have to cast on to start a knitting project, and then you cast off at the end, which is a little kind of equally as tricky as this, but not too bad. So just feel free to start and stop the video if you need to, or I also encourage you to look for Casting on Knitting as a YouTube search, and that might help you really find videos that might be to your liking.